Every year, more than 5 million family farms around the world produce over 3 million tons of cocoa beans. After fermenting, drying, roasting, grinding, pressing and processing, the cocoa is finally ready to be used for making delicious chocolate. This process, known as the cocoa value chain, faces a number of challenges that affect how farmers grow and sell their crop. The challenges faced by cocoa farmers, especially in West Africa, require the active involvement of the companies who buy their product. In this work, it is important to have a dialogue with the farmers and observe the cocoa farming communities. Fazer representatives have made trips to Ghana, Ecuador and the Ivory Coast to understand the farmers' working conditions and the everyday issues that they face. Fazer has been a member of the World Cocoa Foundation since 2005 and supports their three main principles for responsible cocoa sourcing: profit for the farmers, protecting the planet by respecting the natural environment, and people who are healthy and live in thriving communities. Profit and planet can be supported through promoting good agricultural practices. Increasing the productivity of farms is one of the most effective ways of helping farming communities. Strengthening farmers' training and knowledge helps to maximize their yield and increase profits. Applying better agricultural practices and using the correct equipment also helps the land to recover quicker, promoting productive and sustainable farming and protecting the environment. Addressing these issues is critical to attracting a new generation of farmers and securing the future supply of cocoa. Complex problems related to child labour still require the active involvement and cooperation between different stakeholders in the field. An important part of this work is to ensure that the children and teenagers of farming families go to school. Basic access to education is vital to the future of cocoa farming because it enhances young people's career opportunities and helps to improve farming techniques. Guaranteeing the conditions in primary production requires the origin of the cocoa to be traced. Improving traceability is an important part of making the supply chain more responsible. Insufficient traceability is a shared challenge that applies to the whole cocoa and chocolate industry, and it concerns certification systems as well. Cocoa has a complex supply chain that involves small family farms, local pistures, traitants, cooperatives and exporters. Large amounts of intermediaries make traceability more difficult. Cocoa beans are mostly processed in Europe, but in order to develop traceability, processing the cocoa beans in the country of origin would be a good alternative. We can only improve the conditions of cocoa farming through systematic cooperation with the entire supply chain and through transparent interaction with all our stakeholders. Fazer's goal is that by 2017, the origin of all its cocoa will be traceable and fulfill the criteria for responsible production. This still takes effort and requires working closely with suppliers, operating in partnership with the World Cocoa Foundation, and active participation in other forms of international cooperation.